London Gatwick in the United Kingdom to fly on Norse back to JFK in the United States. They do not offer kiosks, so you will need to see an agent when you arrive at the airport. The reason I did not say Norse Atlantic Airways is because technically that's not what this is. They operate a separate branch of the airline called Norse UK that operates all of their flights out of London, and operates with a different set of regulations and rules than the other Norse flights in their system. This is also one of the main reasons behind why their airline logo and their brand just says Norse versus Norse Atlantic Airways, as from the passenger side they are indistinguishable, except for a small thing on the boarding pass for flights out of the UK saying operated by Norse UK. Similar to a lot of airports outside of the United States, they didn't assign our gate until about an hour before departure time. Once we got to the gate, they scanned our boarding passes and they put us into a sealed off holding area until it was time to board our aircraft. My aircraft for this flight will be GCKWS, a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner that was originally delivered to Norwegian Air UK in February of 2019, and has flown for a handful of other companies before coming to Norse Atlantic UK in April of 2023, and carries the name Yellowstone. Before I knew it, it was time to board my aircraft for New York. For my flight to JFK, I would be sitting in the airline's premium cabin. My seat would be 5J. On my seat was a pillow as well as a blanket. Here you can see the layout of the airline's premium cabin, which is in a 232 configuration. For those in the premium cabin, they came around with a pre-departure drink, which was either juice, water, or champagne.
Flight deck today, first officer Colin Bartlett, and looking at the cabin today, our purser Paige Turner and her fantastic team of cabin crew. Well, we should be on our way, hopefully barring any air traffic control delays a little bit early. Flight time to New York today of 6 hours and 40 minutes. Weather en route is generally expected to be good. We will try and endeavour to keep the seatbelts on as much as possible. However, we'll ask you to keep your seatbelt loosely fastened at all times, regardless of the seatbelt light. If the seatbelt sign does come on,
Let's go over some of the seat features and amenities before the food comes. The recline and footrest switches are on the armrest. This lever lengthens the footrest once it's already been extended. I'm 5'4" for reference, and I had tons of room to spare. On the back of the seat there was also a coat hanger. Your tray table is located right in your armrest. And there are plugs on the front of the seat. Your in-flight entertainment screen is located in the opposite armrest. At the bottom of the screen there's a headphone jack as well as a USB port. In the amenity kit there was an eye mask as well as earplugs. The dimmable windows, which the 787 is known for, are locked on clear during takeoff and landing, but are unlocked so you can change the brightness of the windows during the flight. About 45 minutes to an hour after takeoff is when they brought drinks around, and not much longer after that is when they brought around the main course. You can choose between chicken or fish, and I chose the chicken option, which came with quinoa salad, as well as mashed potatoes with cheese, with broccoli and carrots on the side. There was also a lemon dessert of some kind, as well as bread. After the food was cleaned up, I decided to look at the IFE system. On the screen you could look at the progress of your flight. Although there isn't a moving map, the airline is currently looking into it for the future. Tons of movies and TV. You could do some shopping, or you could order more snacks and drinks. Here you can see the tint of the window in its brightest setting as well as its darkest setting. I spent most of the rest of the flight looking out the window or watching movies. As we got closer to North America, I was able to see a Swiss A330-300 that was heading from Zurich to Montreal out of my window. About an hour before landing, they brought around the pre-arrival meal. The pre-arrival meal was quiche, 2 kinds of cheese, pickles, yogurt, bread, as well as a cookie and your choice of drink.
Just about starting our initial descent into New York, and we're looking to be on the ground.
It's kind of hard to see during the daylight, but the airline tries to mimic the northern lights on board their cabin while we approach the airport. While on final approach to the airport, they did come around and collect garbage and trash, as well as the blankets that they gave us at the beginning of the flight. However, if you did want a blanket, they do sell them on board. wonderful flight on Norse Atlantic Airways. For a route that has so much competition like the New York to London flights, it's nice to see an airline trying to bring lower fares into the market. While so many airlines fly JFK to London Heathrow, Norse is actually the only airline that flies from JFK to London Gatwick year-round. Delta does fly the route from May to October, and British Airways ends the route completely in December of 2024. During the winter months, the airline does drop the service down to once daily and even less than daily service, but during the summer months they do fly this route twice a day, with the other daily flight arriving into New York around 11 p.m.